Sri Anandamayi Ma ki Jai. Question. The other day, when speaking about visions and similar experiences that one has during meditation, you said these were not real visions but mere touches. Ma. Yes, viewed from the level where one can speak of touch, this is so. That is to say, you have not been changed by the experience, yet it is attractive to you and you can express the feeling in words, which implies that you still take delight in sense objects. Therefore, it is a mere touch. If transformation has ensued, you would be unable to feel worldly enjoyment in this way. How can there be enjoyment or relish in a transformed state of being? Question. Atman and Brahman are different only by way of posited limitation. The vision that comes by constant meditation on I am Satchidanand is Atma Darshan, the vision of the self. Since there can be no vision of the Brahman, it must therefore be a partial, that is a limited vision of the Brahman. Is this correct? Ma. If you think there are parts in the Brahman, you may say partial. But can there be parts in the Absolute? As you think and feel in parts, you speak of touch. But he is whole, that which is. Question. Are there grades, kram in knowledge? Ma. No, where knowledge is of the self, Swarup Gyan. How can there be various kinds or grades? Knowledge of the self is one. Proceeding step by step refers to the stage where one has turned away from the pursuit of sense objects and one's gaze is entirely directed towards the eternal. God has not yet been realized, but the treading of this path has become attractive. Along this line, there are dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. The experiences at each of these stages are also infinite. Where the mind is, there is experience. The experiences at different stages are due to various forms of desire for supreme knowledge. The mind that has formerly been engrossed in material things and arguing that one cannot know whether God exists or not, had come to deny him, is now turned the other way. Therefore, is it not natural that light should dawn upon it in accordance with the state it has reached? These states are known under various names. When do the visions that one gets in meditation cease? When the self stands self-revealed, Swayam Prakash. Question. Does the body survive when the ego mind has been dissolved? Ma. At times, the question is asked, how does the world teacher give instruction? From the state of Agyan? If this were so, the mind would not have been dissolved. The threefold differentiation, triputi of the knower, the knowing, and the known could not have been merged. So what would he be able to give you? Where could he lead you? But there is a stage where this question does not arise. Is it the body that is the obstacle to supreme knowledge? Is there even a question of whether the body exists or not? At a certain level, this question is simply not there. On the plane where this question arises, one is not in the state of pure being, and one thinks this question can be raised and also replied to. But the answer lies where there is no such thing as questioning and answering, where there are no others, no division. And so, how can one possibly approach the Supreme Teacher and receive instruction? Similarly, the teachings of the Shastras and other scriptures have then become quite useless. This is one aspect of the matter. To speak of grades, crumb in knowledge, as if one were studying for a university degree, is presenting the matter from the point of view of sadhana, where the self stands revealed. There can be no question of this. Yet, where there is personal effort, like the practice of meditation or contemplation, it will certainly bear fruit. But in the state of self-illumination, there can be no such thing as attainment or non-attainment. Though being there, it is not. And though it is not, yet it is. Just like that. Some say a last vestige of mind remains. At a certain level, this is so. However, there is a stage beyond, where the question of whether a trace of mind remains or not does not exist. If everything can be burnt up, cannot this last vestige be consumed too? There is no question of either yes or no. What is, is. Meditation and contemplation are necessary because one is on the level of acceptance and rejection. And the aim is in fact to go beyond acceptance and rejection. You want a support, do you not? The support that can take you beyond, to where the question of support or supportlessness no longer exists. That is the supportless support. What is expressible in words can certainly be attained, but He is that which is beyond words. Sri Anandamayi Ma ki Jai.